Hey everybody, Scott PDS. Today is Sunday, July 11th, and I'm just hanging out in my Sprinter van. Check out where I am. Alright, so this is where the Sprinter van is right now. It's pretty empty. I'm working on things, obviously. Currently, I'm working on the bed. My permanent electrical down here is going to be, I've got a 200 amp lithium ion battery that I want to stick over here somewhere, like over the wheel well. I'm thinking like a little box with the battery here and then all the controls, fuse boxes and everything up there. But I don't really want to put that board up there until I know where my bed is and figure out how to attach it. So the bed rail has to come next. This is what I've got set up so far as just a rail that I welded a little bracket onto it. Hopefully that shows up there in the back. I haven't sunk any plus nuts. I'm just kind of test fitting it on these scrap 2x6s I had lying around. So I set my height. I wanted about 36 inches high. That seems to be a good number. It looks like my bikes will clear that with a little bit to go. So I'm just going for it. So what I need to do next is I'm going to weld on another bracket right here. Just with another, put a weld nut there, weld nut there, weld nut there. I'm actually doing plus nuts, sorry. So plus nut, plus nut, plus nut. We're going to have a couple plus nuts down there holding that end. And then I'm going to have to fabricate up a couple of other little brackets that will go from here down to here. And that's going to be that's going to be the tricky part. So I'm probably going to need one right here in the center of the span. And then right over here on the end, I want one as well. So that's where my bed's coming out. It's roughly 80 inches to like the center of the door. From that corner to the back door is actually about 4 or 5 inches difference. So I kind of want the bed to go all the way to the back door, so I can have pillows up in there and kind of lean up against the back door with like a wedge pillow or something maybe. Got the windows going, of course. I haven't put down any of the final insulation because I want to have these bed rails installed first. Then I'll probably do these lower panels and then I'll make the bed. Alright, you'll notice that the beam that I'm using to support the bed is probably a little bit of overkill. It's a pretty heavy C channel. It's not quite 3/16, but it's definitely 1/8 inch heavy steel. Definitely overkill for this, but the reason I'm using it is because I have it. So there's a lot of costs in building out these vans, and this is a piece of metal, a couple pieces of metal that I've been having sitting around here that I've never used, and so what's an extra 20 pounds in heavy steel? It definitely won't break. So hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully it doesn't make everything too rigid. And I also have some pretty heavy square tube that I'm going to use to go across the bed. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So I welded on these little tabs here. This is just sitting up here. It's not attached. I'm just measuring marks here. But I did weld these tabs on, so I'll have a beam that drops here that goes all the way across there. And I've got lots of this metal that I want to use here. It was for a project that was left over, so I might as well use it. It's real thick and heavy duty stuff. The good news is it'll be plenty stiff. It won't sag at all. In this distance here, it will span this bed no problem. I'm still putting 5 of them across there, just if nothing else, just to spread the load of the plywood. And then I'll have 2 sheets of plywood that are going down here. It'll be a plenty sturdy bed. Let's put it that way. But it'll be low profile. I mean, the bed, these rails that I have are, I think they're 1 inch, 2 inches wide, so they're not huge, but they'll go across there and span that distance, no problem. I was going to get fancy with the bed design and have it maybe lift up or have it be in different sections or welded up in a like aluminum frame with 3 sections that you could pull out, or maybe have the back one tilt up. All kinds of ideas out there, but realistically, I just want a bed, and so I'm going to make it nice and strong. I'm going to use materials that I have on hand that aren't unreasonable to use, and it's what I have in stock, and it'll be plenty strong. I'm not worried about that, so might as well use what I got on hand. I still have to buy some plywood for the bed. I mean, that's going to be a couple $100s for 2 sheets of plywood. It's ridiculous how expensive plywood is right now. Hey, today is Wednesday, July 13th. I've got most of the bed rails fabricated now, and I'm going to go in and now put them up against the wall and see where my holes actually laid, and then mark my holes out so I can drill my holes and sink in some plus nuts to attach the rails to the van. So here's how this brace looks installed. So I'll have rails attached here that go across. I'll be screwing this into this beam here, screwing this one into this bottom beam here. This will be to attach another board here, and then the final connection is back over here. Hopefully that makes sense. Getting a little paint. This Hammerite finish. I think I'll put one more on the other side and color done. Okay, got the first bed rail installed. So I've got a couple bolts there and there, a couple bolts down there, one there, a couple there. So there's 8 bolts in general holding this thing on. And I'm using these 2 boards here, one there and one there, that are cut at the same length to be my spacer. And then when I do the other side, I'll use those same 2 boards, and that will make sure that everything is installed even. Now let's put the bed rails over here. Before I can do these ones though, I've got to sink my rib nuts. Anyways, that's where we are now. Hope you're enjoying the van build series. Just going to do these quick little updates and tell you what I'm doing, and that's probably about it. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, like, subscribe, all that crap. Scott PDX, we'll talk to you later. Out.